Hey guys, it's Gigi. Come on into my kitchen. Now I know I'm looking a little strange today. No makeup, got my hair on, but I've been at the track, I've been walking, and I come in and I want to get some cube steak in my Instant Pot. So what I'm doing right now is I am searing my cube steaks. I'm going to angle you down at my stove just so that you can see what I'm doing, okay? I've already got some seared up over here, and I'm just putting a nice sear on it. I have got it seasoned, and I'll tell you exactly how I seasoned it, what I seasoned it with, okay? So I'm just getting this in here so I can get it a nice sear on it and get it in my Instant Pot. Just going to make some cube steak and gravy. Got my big cast iron pan out. Trying to make room for these last two pieces. I am going to add just a little bit more oil. I think I used up a lot of it when I was doing that first batch. Make room for one more. There we go. Okay, and I'll tell you exactly what I put on it for seasoning. You can see this nice sear. I'm just letting them drain on the paper towel to get some of that excess. But I put a nice sear on it. And what I seasoned it with is I'm doing a little black pepper. I'm just putting black pepper. I'm doing the same seasoning on both sides, okay? Just putting a little black pepper on it and putting a little salt on it. Adding a little ground paprika. Gives it a nice rich brown color. I'm putting a little onion powder. I will be adding onions to my Instant Pot too, but I like to use the onion flavor in my onion powder. And lastly, I am putting some garlic powder. And guys, we are just going to let that brown up and sear it on that side. And then I'll flip it to the other side, and then it will be ready. It will be ready to go into the Instant Pot. Okay, it's going to cook in there in no time, and it's going to be so tender, fall apart tender. I'm going to do some gravy with some onions and some mushrooms in the gravy. And so that's what I'm fixing for supper tonight, some cube steak and gravy. So as soon as these get browned up nicely on this side, I'll come back and I'll let you see the sear on it, and we'll flip it to the other side. Okay, I'm back. Let's give our cube steak a flip and put a good sear on the other side. And I just like to take my slices and cut them in half and just make a little bitty smaller pieces. Because sometimes those cube steaks, you know, they come in such big pieces. So I like to cut them. But y'all see that nice sear on there? That's flavor. That's flavor. Okay, let me angle you down a little bit more so you can see. And so I'm going to let these finish searing up, and then I'm going to move us over there where I've got my Instant Pot set up. I'll turn you over there so you can see. Right there. There's my Instant Pot, and I'm going to transfer my my meat over into there and put my beef broth, my onions, and all that. And so I will be back with you as soon as this finishes searing on this side. We'll move on to the next step, okay? And I did want to show you what I'm doing now is I've added my beef broth to my pan, And I'm just getting all those goodies off the bottom because that's flavor, and this will be going over into my Instapot with my cube steak, okay? Okay, what I wanted to tell you before I move us over there, I said I was gonna move you over there to the Instapot, but before I do that, I am going to add 1 can of cream of mushroom to my broth mixture, okay? And I'm gonna pour this over all of the cube steak. So I wanted to go ahead and add this to it. That's 1 can of cream of mushroom soup, okay? Okay. All right, I'm gonna get this mixed up and take us over there, and I'll be right back. And I did want to tell you, this little handy dandy whisk right here is perfect for stuff like this, okay? It gets all those little pieces off the bottom of your cast iron, and you're just gonna whisk this cream of mushroom into your beef broth, making your gravy. But this little whisk is perfect, so I just wanted to show y'all that, okay? Hey guys, I told y'all earlier that we had been out walking and I came home to do the cube steak and gravy. Well, I want to tell you another little secret behind the scene. This is my friend Debbie.
Hey there.
She is my walking partner, and we go walking every morning. Well, I have had an Instant Pot for well over a year, and I've been scared to death of it, intimidated by it, and she said, there's no need for you to be. And I said, I don't even know how to use the thing. So she agreed after we got through walking. That's why, listen, if we look rough today, it's okay. We've been walking out in the heat and walked several miles this morning. So I wanted to get this in the Instant Pot. She agreed to come back over to my house and show me how to work it. So I'm grateful to her for doing that. So she's been behind the scenes the whole time. She's not laughing at me, okay, because she's helping me. She's here to help me. So I am going to learn to use this Instant Pot and to quit being scared of it and intimidated. And so Debbie is helping me with that. So I just wanted y'all to see her because she may be behind the scene helping me with the camera and stuff, but she is helping me with this. So y'all, we will be back. Okay guys, we're back over here at the stove. I'm gonna angle you down and tell you what we're gonna be doing next is I have brought my, instead of trying to carry this heavy, scalding hot cast iron pan over to my Instapot, I brought my Instapot over here. I wanted to show you that I've got the first batch of cube steak that I seared. I've got it in there. And then what I'm gonna do to that is I'm gonna take some onion ring slices. I'm gonna lay those. I'll show you, once I get it done, I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. And what I've done is I have laid the onions in on top of that. And then on top of that, I'm going to take my second batch of my cube steak. I'm gonna put it on top of those onions. And this might seem like a lot for just me and my husband, but this is leftovers. We're gonna eat on this for days. I know that some people choose to flour their cube steak, and that's fine if you want to do that. I've done it that way, and it works either way. So it's gonna be smothered in onions and gravy, so it's gonna be delicious. So anyhow, I'm taking the second batch, putting it in my Instant Pot. I'm gonna slide this out of the way. And then I'm gonna take the remainder. I can pick them up. I'm gonna take the remainder of our onion slices. I'm gonna lay them on top of the second batch I'm just excited that I'm learning to use my Instant Pot. I mean, I'll probably have to call her back over here the next time I want to use it until I get comfortable and familiar with it. But guys, we've got the onions put over those. And then, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my little hand mittens here, because I definitely don't want to burn myself with this cast iron pot, and it's heavy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this gravy over into our Instant Pot, and then I'll move you over there and we'll go on to the next step, okay? And always, when you're pouring something hot, y'all know this already, but I'm going to tell you just in case you don't. Always pour away from you, okay? Don't take and pour it where it splashes on you. If it's going to splash, you want it to splash away from you. So I'm going to put the gravy over the top. Y'all see all that goodness? We don't want to lose any of that, do we? Okay, and so we've got our gravy poured over the top of that, and then I'm going to move us over to the other side, okay? Okay, we've got our green beans cooking. We've got our potatoes getting ready to boil. We've got our water seasoned with some salt, and we're just going to let these cook until they're tender. And our cube steak and gravy is still in the Instant Pot. But guys, when this is all done, we're going to have us a great meal. Okay guys, we're back over here on this side, and as you can see, I've got my Instant Pot, and I've got it loaded down with all this gravy goodness. But what I've decided to do is I have made up, y'all know my followers that have been with me for the whole time, and I've got some new ones that I use the bone broth from QVC. I order these from QVC. I have made up some extra bone broth, beef. I'm using beef, okay? Grass-fed beef broth. And I'm gonna add a little bit more of this. I'm not gonna be using all of this. I can put this in the refrigerator and use it for anything that I want beef broth base with, okay? But I am gonna add a little bit around the edges. And let me adjust you a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just gonna pour it because I don't wanna knock all that goodness off of it. So I am just gonna take about half of this and I'm gonna pour it around the edges. And that's just gonna make some more gravy goodness, okay? All right, I'll be back and we'll get ready to pop this lid on and set the timer, because that's what I gotta learn to do, okay? This is all easy for me. I can do all this, but I need to learn how to work this contraption, yeah. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, guys. I've managed to get the lid on and in the lock closed position without injuring myself, Debbie, or anything. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna set this thing, and Debbie is going to show me exactly what I need to do, okay?
Push the pressure cooker.
I'm pushing pressure cooker. If there's anybody else out there that has a trouble with an Instant Pot, or you have one and you're scared like me, then you're going to need to press the pressure cooker button.
And we want to set the time. So you want to go up.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay, I'm setting the timer. How long do you think? 20 minutes? Okay, I have set the pressure cooker for 20 minutes.
And hit start.
And hit start.
No, that's not your start. That's
Oh,
your start.
excuse me. I don't know what I just hit. Whoa, Lord.
It's okay.
Hit the start.
Hit the start.
It says that it's on. Y'all hear it beeping? It's on. So, in 20 minutes, we're going to come back and we're going to see if this thing is what it says it is. And it's going to give us some tender, cut with a fork, cube steak and gravy. So we'll be back with you in 20 minutes. Okay, I know I said we'll be back in 20 minutes, but Debbie just informed me that this kind of has to come to almost like a preheated temperature before it will actually set on and start cooking. The little pressure valve will raise up, and then from that point, 20 minutes, and we'll check it, okay? Okay, guys, I'm back. The cube steak in the Instant Pot turned off. We let the pressure release, and we have to let is that right, Debbie? We had to let all the pressure release before the lid would
Yeah.
unlock. So, y'all, it did exactly what it said it would do. It's the real deal. I want y'all to look. I just took a small piece out because I'm gonna leave it hot. I'm making some mashed potatoes and some green beans to go with it. Got some coleslaw. I want y'all to look. If you can see this, I'm gonna try to put it right up here so y'all can see. Y'all, look at this. Look how tender this meat is. I mean, you just pull it apart with your fork. Oh my goodness. The onions. Mmm. Debbie, you want me to dish you up a piece? Y'all, this is delicious. I'm so excited that I am learning how to use my Instant Pot, and the sky's the limit. I'm going to be cooking all kind of stuff. Now, I may have to call Debbie again and say, what in the world am I doing wrong, or what do I need to do? But I'm excited that I've had this thing forever, and I'm finally learning how to use it. But this is delicious. It's got great flavor. I'm going to let it just sit in the gravy, stay warm, keep it warm until my husband gets home. And then we're going to have this for supper, like I said, with green beans and mashed potatoes. And this is delicious. So thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you, Debbie, for helping me with this. If I can encourage you before I close this video out, be the hands and feet of Jesus. Be his mouthpiece. Show his loving kindness to someone today. You won't have to look very far at all to find someone who stands in need. Debbie and I went to Publix earlier, and there was a little guy who helped us out with our buggy. And you know what? He stood in need. He needed some kindness today. So, God will put somebody to come across your path that you can be kind to. Don't miss the opportunity. Make you some cube steak and gravy. If you have an Instant Pot, you already know this, but if you don't, get you one and learn how to use it. Don't wait a year or two like I have. But I'll see y'all again real soon back here in my kitchen. We'll cook up another recipe together. Bye, guys.